Hello and welcome to Adventures to Two Gamers. I'm Ultimon, otherwise known as Riley. I don't like pelicans, and here is your review. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Uprising is the second helping of DLC for Treyarch's latest entry in the popular shooter franchise. This latest DLC adds a lot of features, such as 4 new multiplayers map and a brand new zombies experience, Mob of the Dead. But, are they any good? Without further ado, let's jump in. Well, the first thing the DLC adds is 4 multiplayer maps: Studio, Vertigo, Magma, and Encore. Now, might I just say, this DLC is absolutely filled with fan service. That is the purpose of this DLC. Vertigo is kind of a skyscraper-esque map set in India. Now, it's up really high in the sky, so it's on the top of a skyscraper, and basically it provides a lot of opportunities for you to fall and kill yourself. So basically you gotta watch out about that. But it is a good map. The map really grapples with the whole height issue and how that comes into play. Basically, players will have to plan their moves strategically, as one false step in any of the areas of the map and you could be falling to your doom very quickly. It's not a lot of fun. But all in all, Vertigo is a good map, and a throwback to the days of Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, where we had maps that were up in the sky like this, but definitely a very good map. I'm very, very pleased with it, and I think it definitely adds a lot of strategic value to the game. The second map offered in the DLC is Magma. Now, this map is really cool. Basically, the idea is that the battlefield is a small little town in Japan that has been wrecked apart by a massive volcanic eruption. That's right, lava and lava-filled rocks and burnt out terrain and ground everywhere just litters this map. It is really cool. There are a lot of cool places to go, such as, there's one bit where there's a train that's dipped down and you can sit in there and you can just shoot at all the people go in front of the lava lake, which it does have a lava lake, might I just add, which is really cool. The map's definitely very interesting because it kind of takes into play the whole environmental hazard thing, which is what we saw a lot of in Revolution. So the whole lava lake and all the lava streams and things like that, they definitely add a sense of danger to the map, and basically you really need to watch your step, and you really need to make sure you know where you're planning your battles, because thanks to the new environmental hazards, you can really quickly find yourself, and the opposition as well, could quickly find themselves in a dangerous situation. But all in all, this is an excellent map. It really is cool, and I can tell that a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun with this one. The third multiplayer map in Uprising is called Studio. Now, Studio is one of those maps where you just go, wow, this is awesome. Basically, the idea originally was this map was a remake of the firing range from Black Ops 1. But as you can see on your screen right now, it's definitely turned into something a lot more than that. Basically, Studio is set on the back lot of a Hollywood film lot, and you have a lot of basically the battle is through all the different props and sets that have been used for movies. So it is really cool to run across the Wild West to find yourself in a shrunken down town where you feel like a giant. There are lots of really cool areas, from medieval times to Pirates of the Caribbean-esque areas, to the Wild West, to modern day movies, even modern day destruction movies, and even dinosaurs. This map is basically fan service in a nutshell. There's really not much else to say than that. It's a fun map and a lot of strategic value in some of the places. There's towers and a little pub that you can defend from. So it's a lot of fun to fight in this. Plus, it's just interesting to go around and see how many little surprises you can come up with. But this is a good map, nice and even. Lots of good spots for a budding sniper to lay down some fire. It's a good map, very well balanced and lots of fan service there, so it's a good map. The final multiplayer map included with Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Uprising is called Encore. Now, Encore is an interesting one, actually. Set in London, it's basically both teams fight on a little hall that's been, a concert hall that's been abandoned. So basically, as we all know, concert halls have stages, which is basically the main focus of the map. Now, you can fight for all your heart's content in all the little back alleys of the map, but everyone knows the main focus is on the stage. If you can lock down the stage, you basically have your eyes set on everywhere. You get someone underneath into the little catacombs of the stage area, and you have the entire map basically locked down. It's an interesting concept to see featured as heavily as it is, and it's a really interesting map. A lot of fun if you're into that kind of whole, capture the area kind of thing. It's more of a strategic take on normal deathmatch, but it definitely pays off once you're on the stage. But it's a good map. It's the fact that it relies totally on that one gimmick probably takes away from it a bit. It would have been nice to go through the stands, maybe have a bit more space, but it is pretty good still to have that a map that features such a prominent lockdown area. So all in all, Encore's a good map. Now the part I'm sure you've all been sitting and waiting in anticipation of, Mob of the Dead. Well, Mob of the Dead is it's incredible, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Mob of the Dead is a very creepy and very, very interesting story-driven zombie experience. Basically, Mob of the Dead pits you as 4 gangsters trying to escape Alcatraz, but unfortunately, as they're just about to escape, the apocalypse happens and throws off their plans. Don't you just hate that when that happens, eh? Well, basically, you and your friends have to try and escape the creepy island of Alcatraz, which has somehow been turned into some kind of devil-worshipping altar heaven. So I don't know what happened there. The cutscene at the beginning, which you have to get through solo play, doesn't really help the situation much because you don't really know what's going on. But if you want to be creeped out and want some real zombie innovations, then this is definitely the map for you. The inclusion of a boss character like the Warden is very interesting, and I think it works well because it adds a level of hysteria and cooperation as well. So obviously Zombies is about cooperation a lot of the time, but the inclusion of a boss that needs all players to work together is a clever move on Treyarch's part. Also, the Mob of the Dead itself actually introduces 2 game modes. It brings back Grief, and it introduces Mob of the Dead, which is a game mode in itself. The actual map is called Alcatraz Island. And my god, Alcatraz Island is huge. There is a lot of places to go, a lot of secrets to unveil, and it's going to take a while for everyone to find all the secrets. Some innovations to zombies include the afterlife, or purgatory, which is a very interesting concept, and something I'm very interested to delve into as I start to play zombies more. Also, brings back some old favourite guns, such as the AK-47, and brings in some really interesting new wonder weapons. So it's definitely an experience, and I would recommend Mob of the Dead to anyone who feels up for a bit of a creepy survival experience. All in all, though, this DLC is a good one. I find myself enjoying it a lot more than I enjoyed Revolution, and I'm sure a lot of you will too. So, in conclusion, I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. Well, thank you very much everyone for listening to and watching this review. I hope you had a good time. Make sure to check our channel, because we'll have a gameplay video of Mob of the Dead up shortly, plus another episode of Gamer News to celebrate our return to YouTube. So, thank you very much, and may all your games be good ones. Ultimon out.